I'm here today with Sarah Salmon, who is the Special Counsel and Head of International Trade at Russell McVeagh, also joined by Matt Jones, who's the Chief Marketing Officer at Methven, and Nick Coubre, who is the CEO at Howick Limited. Thanks for joining us, team, and we are here to talk all things Brexit. So it's turning into an interesting story that just keeps going on and on and on. And I suppose from a business perspective, no business likes uncertainty. It really is a business killer. So how do you, Nick and Matt, who have business interests in the UK and EU, prepare or deal with that? What measures are you putting in place?
It is a challenge, right? And I guess the central theme around it is one of uncertainty. And so for us, really we're trying to, I guess, prepare ourselves for a number of eventualities because we just simply don't know. So really at a simple level, the things we are doing are around hedging our currency risk, around lifting our inventory provision and market in case it becomes more difficult to bring product in. And because we also actually distribute out of the UK into other European markets, we're also looking at investing in more stock holding in other strategic markets, such as Republic of Ireland, and actually focusing some efforts on ground there to mitigate any short-term risks that may come, particularly around the ports, etc.
Great. Nick?
Similar things. Currency risk is probably the biggest one for us. But what we're actually seeing market-wise, because we're in the construction sector, effectively we sell technology to the construction sector, they're all very busy at the moment. Their big worries are the fact that they might lose European labour. So they're looking actually taking on the control of the supply chain for their products and also for the labour themselves to minimise the risk. So for the market we're in, it's actually quite good for us. We'll see what happens in March, but it will be the currency that will be the biggest problem.
And you've recently returned from the UK, so what's the mood and the sentiment in the UK at the moment?
Yeah, I got back about 2 weeks ago from a big trade show up there. And one of the things we found, just doing a quick poll amongst our customers and the people that were at the show, they're all continuing business as usual. There's so much uncertainty that they can't stop. So it's not really affecting their day-to-day business as yet.
And Sarah, what's your sense of how long this will keep going on for?
So essentially we're now entering crunch time. I think what we're going to have is next week on the 11th of December, the UK Parliament will vote on Theresa May's proposed Brexit deal. And if they reject that, we've got 21 days for the Parliament to come up with another idea. And it looks like now it's going to be, the ECJ will confirm next week, but it looks like the UK may have legal authority to actually put a hold on Brexit altogether. So I think the key timelines, we should really know in the next couple of weeks what the direction of travel looks like. And by January, we'll know if a no deal is going to eventuate, and it's the no deal that will have the biggest implications for New Zealand businesses in the short term.
So what do you believe is key for business at this stage?
So I think really planning for all eventualities. One of the things we've heard a lot from government is plan for all eventualities, but they're not actually discussing in any detail what does that actually mean. So what it means is mapping your supply chain, looking at what products go in. Are you doing a just-in-time delivery model? What kind of pricing policies do you have? Look at your contracts. Where does the risk lie? What we're finding is a lot of contracts are drafted by the UK party, and their lawyers have ensured that risks associated with currency fluctuations or delays or warehousing shortages of space, the risks are passed on to others. So it's look at your supply chains, look at your contracts, look at where your risk is and see if you can de-risk. One of those ways is through mitigating foreign currency issues, but there's also opportunities to ensure you've got inventory on stock. It's really just looking at the supply chain.
Is there anything else, Nick or Matt, that you would like to share that may reassure other exporters out there?
Really only just that, business is carrying on, right? I think, there are maybe, some people who believe there's a lot of chaos there, but I think because the uncertainty has existed for quite some time, that actually a lot of businesses are getting on with it, and there's a view that at a point in time common sense will prevail, and that it won't end up being in a disastrous space. So I think that's the mindset. We're taking those key things, those key actions we can undertake to help manage that risk, but there's not really a lot exporters can do other than that, and we just have to wait and see how it plays out.
Yeah, I think that covers it pretty well, really. It's just probably don't do anything rash, just keep doing business as usual, but keep an eye on what's happening.
Great. Well, thanks, team, for joining us and giving your insights into Brexit. Certainly interesting times. And, we'll just wait and see. Thanks very much.